drawing circles and adding and subtracting as we try to figure out the playoff picture with the tie.
I hear the keyboards working already. But in fact, the tie will not hurt the Eagles if the Eagles win the next two. And warming up on the sidelines, Jim McMahon down here on the other side of the Eagles bench. Eagles walk from the 25. And Kowalkowski on the tackle. 45-yard punt, 5-yard return as we take a look at Jim McMahon warming up behind the Eagles bench. And as you take a look, you were asking about the tie, and the tie really doesn't hurt the Eagles in their battle with Green Bay. But they would certainly have to beat Washington next week to make it even solid, more solid. 1st and 10. All at the 31. 4:40 left in overtime. All tied at 17 apiece. Complete up to the 39 to Brian Blades. And Blades frustrated that time, and it looks like he's re-injured that ankle.
Well, he injured it last week, and he's tried to. He took most of the week off. He's been trying to play on it. Watch the zone coverage. Last time they played this man-to-man, Joyner taking Warren all the way up the field. This time it's zone. This is what they would really like to get, which gives him a chance to catch the ball. And he knows he's hurt, and he knows he's got to come out of there. He's trying to run off the pain so he can get back in that ball game.
And Ruben Mays in the game for Seattle. That's Mays in motion. On 2nd down, Gelbaugh trying to escape and gives himself up, but he has the 1st down.
Penalty.
And there is a late flag.
It looked like Gelbaugh was prepared to take the sack and duck.
Personal foul, number 38, defense.
Miano got it for sparing. He went in there with his head. They're coming with the inside linebacker, Evans, and the pressure's on him. He kind of ducks, says, oh, I see some daylight here, and he gets forward for a couple of feet, and there goes the blow with the top of the helmet, which is a penalty. Now they're within 10 yards of field, another 10 or 15 yards, James, they're in field goal range.
Boy, not to be done that way, Rich Miano. A little too aggressively that time. Miano, who trains with Dennis Alexio, heavyweight kickboxing champ, but not to have those tactics applied here. There's Casey. 1st and 10 from the 42. 3:49 left in overtime. Gelbaugh, but it was intercepted out of bounds. McMillan had it, but out of bounds.
This is the same bootleg that they throw to John L. Williams for the touchdown early. See Williams work his way outside. This time they're waiting for it. He's no place to go with the football. He tries to fit it in there. It's intercepted, but you can see clearly that he's out of bounds. That isn't even a question mark there.
Second and 10 from the 42. Intended receiver was Tommy Kane. And John, I got to tell you, Ray Roberts did a nice job that time against Clyde Simmons, keeping him away from Gelbaugh. 17-17. All tied up in overtime. 3:38 remaining in overtime. And coming up at the conclusion of the ball game, 60 minutes, except on the West Coast in the Mountain Time Zone, you will see it in its regularly scheduled time. And it will be seen in both places, or all places, in its entirety. Seattle, 2 timeouts remaining. Philadelphia, 1. 3rd and 10. Simmons, sack. And a little help as well from Reggie White.
Simmons at right in, I think, gets his first sack of the day. Here we're going to see him out sitting outside here. Come on, Roberts. Roberts actually does a pretty good job on him. He's flushed by the inside pass rush. Simmons just kind of picks up the garbage at the end. Ray Roberts, as you said, James, has done an outstanding job against Simmons. That time he's going to get called for a sack, but he really didn't deserve it. He's done an outstanding job.
We'll find out if Simmons and White share that one. Simmons had one earlier, so he's got at least 1.5 on the afternoon. Coming into the ball game today, Simmons on top of the NFL with 14.5 sacks. And continuing his fine play. It's amazing when you think about that defense. The defense still has been strong, minus a Jerome Brown, God rest his soul, minus Andre Waters, minus Wes Hopkins, Ben Smith, a lot of players out of there.
And there's still some great ones on that field. When you can attest to how awesome they were when they had all those players, because the guys still there, Joyner, Simmons, White, are outstanding.
Tootin with the punt. And Seidner at the 20. Clyde Simmons did get credited with the sack, so he's got 16.5 on the season. And that is, I believe, a personal career high. And it is a personal career high for Clyde Simmons.
Philadelphia has about 3 minutes to go, 2:55 on the clock, 1 timeout left. The problem is they have not been effective moving the football in this half. Randall Cunningham is going to the shotgun, so they're going to their 2-minute offense right here.
1st and 10 from the 20 of the Eagles. Complete to Byers. And Byers stopped by Brian Davis and company. A gain of 5 on a play. Will bring up a 2nd and 5. 2:42 and counting left in overtime. All tied at 17 apiece. Where Tom Flory's ball team has really played a good ball game today, defensively especially.
Well, you know, they've done what they're capable of doing. They've played the defense is their strength, and they've played to it. The question is now, can Cunningham move them in the 2-minute drill? Can he avoid that blitz that has dogged him throughout the day?
Byers. And Byers looks to have the first down. 2:06 and counting in OT. Two minutes left in overtime. All tied at 17 apiece. Can Cunningham and the Eagles do it? We'll find out.
What else? Isotoner gloves. Hey, Isotoner slippers. Put on your Isotoner gloves and let's go out and play. Catch this. Yes, Isotoner socks. So you take care of the hands that take care of you.
It couldn't have happened at a worse time for us. That's the week that we take more catalog orders on our 800 number than any other week of the year. No one could make it into work that day. AT&T saved the day for us.
We had designed their 800 service with such powerful backup features that within minutes they were able to reroute their calls to other sites around the country. They did a full day of Christmas season business and no one was there.
If you have a business that lives and dies by an 800 service, you go with the most reliable, and that's AT&T.
17-17 ball game. 1st and 10 for Philadelphia at its own 30. And John, you had mentioned this is not the kind of scenario where we probably will see Randall doing some running, huh?
Well, he's certainly going to stay in the shotgun and face that defense. He's been hurt by blitzes where he didn't see the blitz. He was either trying to play action pass or just didn't see it coming. I think that's the key issue for them. Can he react to, if Seattle tries to blitz him, either run